The PEL magazine of the School of Education in Chile would like to welcome you to this 4th International Seminar, Contributions by Cognitive Psychology to Neuroscience in the Field of Education. We would like to thank the Department of Learning and Development, School of Education and Research Vice Rectorship at the same university for making the seminar possible. And we would like to cordially welcome Mr. Ignacio Sanchez, rector of our university, Lorena Medina, dean of the School of Education, and also we thank students and faculty from this university, others, and the school system in general for attending. First of all, we would like to tell you that in your folders we will have a summary of the articles to be published in our next issue, and that will be published October 31st. Please read them at the journal website as of October the 31st. To begin, we would like to invite Mr. Ignacio Sanchez to greet the audience.
Muy buenos días a todos. Muchas gracias por estar aquí en este día de...
Good morning. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming in on this cold and rainy morning with a lot of traffic on the streets. At this very important international seminar, Contributions by Cognitive Psychology and Neuroscience to the Field of Education. First of all, I would like to greet the Dean of the School of Education, Lorena Medina, and the professor and editor of the PEL magazine, Veronica Santelices. Thank you for organizing this seminar. And also the international speakers. I thank you very much, Maria Rosario Ruedas from the University of Granada for being with us, Henry Wellman from the University of Michigan, and Marcela Peña from our university, who will also be speaking to the audience. Academics, special guests, students, ladies and gentlemen. In addition to thanking the organizers for inviting me here today to reflect on the contributions by cognitive psychology and neuroscience to the field of education, I would like to congratulate the School of Education for their new anniversaries to be celebrated these days and the contributions made not only to university but the country as a whole. We're all full of joy when we see the achievements made by this academic unit under Casanueva, the School of Psychology, that trains good teachers. My recognition to the entire team of academics, professionals, students, who today are directing the university for the hard work in order to achieve this mission that has been entrusted to them. We believe that the patron of the School of Education, Santa Teresa de Ávila, may accompanying us on this pathway to overcome the challenges faced by Chilean society today in the field of education, in order to stay focused on our mission. Within the framework of this new university, the school has wanted to develop the 4th International PEL event in order to offer an instance for reflection and analysis in relation to cognitive psychology and neuroscience. Since the publication of its first issue in 1953, the PEL journal has encouraged increasing scientific production related to education in this region as well as the world. Founded by the School of Education, this journal has been communicating research related to education. And over the years, this journal has achieved an important repercussion in our field of education. Its ample dissemination can be seen with the results obtained last year with its digital version, more than 18,000 users in Chile, Mexico, and Colombia, among other countries of Iberian America. And it also goes as far as the USA, and articles downloaded last year were more than 7,000 times. The journal aims to become a global platform for specialized discussion and has been characterized by the publication of articles in a broad array of topics related to education, such as, for example, pedagogy, teaching and learning, higher education, IT, communication, education policy, educational measurements, philosophy, and the history of education, among others. PEL articles are subject to very stringent assessment processes in order to ensure that they respond to the high academic level required by a publication of this level that is supported by well-known academics and has an editorial team involving national and international experts. That is why, for the specialized community in the area of education, it is so important to recognize the role played by the PEL journal or magazine. Another aspect that I would like to highlight is the multidisciplinary work involved in relation to research in order to address these various topics in education. And so, this digital journal disseminates topics related to economy, engineering, psychology, language, literature, sociology, and mathematics. This fourth international seminar that has brought us here today is framed with this interdisciplinary spirit by bringing together education, psychology, and neuroscience. The comprehensive analysis allowed by these three disciplines as a whole has allowed important progress in relation to the variables involved in the very complex learning process. I would like to congratulate the editorial team of the PEL journal for the very important contribution made over the years to the discussion of education issues, and of course for organizing this international seminar that has brought together so many outstanding national and international experts who have wanted to share with all of us various progress in relation to cognitive psychology and neuroscience, in turn related to the field of education, which will help us to improve learning children and young people in Chile based on these specialized approaches. Thank you very much, and congratulations to the School of Education for this anniversary week and this academic activity. Thank you.
Agradecemos al rector por
We thank the rector for those welcoming words, and now we will be addressed by the Dean of the School of Education, Lorena Medina, who would like to welcome everyone.
Gracias, Verónica. Muy buenos días, bienvenidos.
Good morning and welcome. It is with great joy that I would like to greet our rector, Mr. Ignacio Sanchez, our undergraduate director, Pilar Cox, and our special guests, Maria Rosa Ruedas from the University of Granada, Marcela Peña from the School of Psychology, and Henry Wellman from the University of Michigan. The PEL Journal team and the academics who are part of the team, Cristian Rojas, Alejandro Carrasco, María Nespergui, students, academics, and everyone who is with us here today at this fourth international seminar of the PEL Journal, a Latin American research journal focused on this occasion on the contributions by cognitive psychology and neuroscience to the field of education. As in each version of the journal, this seminar is in the context of a new anniversary of our School of Education 73, preparing teachers for our country. And since the rector has already referred to the journal, I would like to say a few words within the context of this 73rd anniversary of our school. and what has brought us here today. This seminar places at the focus of our research specialized research and the dissemination of this knowledge for application in relation to school practice. This event, hence, explicitly and concretely is a way of seeing what motivates us as a school, what guides our formative processes and research. These two pillars that make up the focus of our institutional mission, teaching and research, that come together in the creation of relevant information for pedagogical decision-making in the classroom and in the teaching process in general. And so, as a result of research progress, with more than 60 current projects and redesigning of most of the courses given today by our school, under the umbrella of a performance project, we understand our educational activity as interdisciplinary field of knowledge with a curriculum based on practice and a system of practices that has become the main focus of our activities. Our school has created major change to materialize this virtuous link in the preparation of new teachers. And so, based on our school and our agency, CEPE, we have an opportunity to disseminate our research through 30 invitations to events every year, offering new space for learning and, in turn, a solid grounds for our initial and continuous teacher training. This particular event is an event for interdisciplinary discussion regarding the recent findings made by psychology and neuroscience and its potential impact on improving classroom learning. All of this in line with the overall aim of the journal, which is to disseminate quality research addressing educational issues from various fields of disciplines. The guests who we will hear today will speak to us about the topics that they have focused their research on. Maria Rosa Rueda was focused on the study of attention, genetic and environmental factors related to this, and the relevance of socio-emotional adjustment and academic performance. And this is the importance of education for learning and behavior at school. Marcela Peña, from our School of Psychology at the Catholic University, is interested in seeing how our learning is influenced by inheritance and environment. And so her research has included all the way from newly born children all the way to adults, and currently is focused on the neurocognitive basis of human communication. And Henry Wellman from the University of Michigan has focused his research on studies with small infants and children based on his theory of the development of the mind and physical and biological processes. His research, cognitive and cultural, focused on basic cognitive domains such as the understanding of language and space based on which lead to development processes. Professor Wellman can help us understand the relevance of early stimulation, and all our guests hence will help us understand how research done today in neuroscience could help us to have better understanding, so to improve the learning by our children, young people, and hence new and better opportunities for all of them to learn. Finally, I would like to thank the organizers of this seminar, the PEL Journal team, headed by Veronica Santelices, and the team outreach activities at our school. Welcome, and I wish you a very fruitful morning. Thank you.
We thank the Dean for her remarks. Now we will begin with the seminar. We would like to introduce Dr. Maria Rosario Rueda, an academic of the Experimental Psychology Department of the University of Granada in Spain. Her presentation is entitled Educating Attention, Contribution of Cognitive Neuroscience. We would like to remind you that there will be Q&A session at the end of the seminar. Therefore, we would like to invite you to write down any questions you may have on the sheets you have in your folders. Once you have written them down, you can hand them to the assistants in the room.